Because you can be real high.
This guy doesn't even know.
Hotep, I am that I am. Some call me Haru. And welcome to episode 3 with my...
Jalen Parker. This is officially renamed already
Yes.
to the Konsider Show.
Yeah, the Konsider Show. Where you're going to be finding a lot of subject matters based on health, fitness, sports, athleticism, lifestyle, included with the cannabis industry per se. So what we're gonna be talking about a lot of social issues, like I said, to our last couple episodes, right? We said we was gonna come out and kind of give y'all some social issues, some things we've been passionate about, some things we've been going through. So at the same time, today we're gonna be talking about, or tonight, or whatever you want to see it, wherever it is in your spectrum of the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you can be real high.
This guy doesn't even know.
Exactly.
We had a little pre-show smoke or two.
Yes, sir. So we want to thank y'all. We want to give a shout out to all y'all for actually supporting, watching the video, and as far as what we have been doing. We thank y'all for that, because it's only you guys who's really behind Konsider Magazine, really, that can explain and can get out this information that's very pertinent, and I think is important to a lot of us. So like I said, I want to thank y'all. Welcome to we got some new updates. Let's start it off like that. Tell them
New
what's going on.
updates.
So we got some new updates. We got a new website, cutting edge, as they would say.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah,
I'm working on it, so I've got some geek speak here.
Oh, for sure.
Got to change the DNS servers. For KonsiderMagazine.com, point to my own server.
For sure.
Moved the site over, installed WordPress. Got a good theme going, working on it, testing some things out. So you'll see some test posts and changes and weirdness as I test stuff out, but it will slowly come together in the coming days. And you will see the production value bumped up this episode.
Oh, for sure.
I'm taking the reins on some of that, the graphics and stuff for the video editing. So I just thought, at a whim, I just learn how to video edit. So, that's what...
Yes,
literally, I downloaded, the Sony Vegas. This guy, that's what he's been using to do stuff. Let me try this. So I downloaded it and upload it in there. I'm like, oh, this is nice.
That's nice, for sure.
Doing some nice stuff, so
Good
I'll be doing that.
Yeah. And those out there, I know it's a lot of people out there who want to contribute. I want to get known, whatever. Come on, talk to us, man. Hit me up. InfoKonsiderMagazine @gmail.com. We ain't shy over here. We want to definitely connect with you. That's the whole point. We want to kind of see where people are coming from. All respect to Bear. You know what I'm saying? Giving your pipes out. We ain't high times, but we there. You feel what I'm saying? We're heading there.
We are having high times.
Exactly, right
with
here.
Konsider Magazine.
And that's Whittling Bear, straight out of Alaska, and it's all craftsmanship. I got a video, actually, I'm gonna put it out there, and I just go in more detail with the pipes and whatnot. But definitely check them out in the banks, But on that note, we want to definitely grasp back and come to Mother Earth here for a minute.
Oh, you mean these pumpkin spice donuts?
Oh, wow.
Is that what you're talking?
I gotta keep that away from all my vegan brothers and my vegetarian brothers. Can't tell them.
This is the Mother Earth. So first ingredient, sugar. Well, that's a surprise.
That's pretty dangerous.
I got one for you.
Oh wow! Thank you for that. And I'll keep that off record for all my vegan brothers.
Dear.
But at the same
Here
time,
I am, my paleo friends, and I'm eating this.
So we're gonna talk about today, on an up note, but we're gonna talk about the homeless community. I've been noticing, coming back to Seattle, I have noticed a fluctuation of the homeless community. You know, you go to these libraries, and not even a library in Seattle or in Washington, you can't go to without seeing a lot of your homeless community being represented. You know, and I'm not just talking about the old veteran or the, you know, the Vietnam vet who we thought and this and that, and that might be even out of date these days. But now we're starting to see children, we're starting to see mothers, we're starting to see families, full families out there hustling and doing what they need to do. So just when you're looking at it on that point of view, we got all this dope money or this cannabis money.
Supposedly.
Is it, yeah, what is it doing? Is it actually going back to the community, or is going back to Red Cross and all these other particular entities that's actually particular set up fronts per se? So I just would question that. That's what I would question. And I'm just thinking, being in the homeless community, seeing the homeless community, really knowing that any of us could be there, even the rich man, whatever you want to go with it, he can be there too as well. So it's
just
like,
takes one event.
For sure.
You can be on top of the world, and then you're not.
Come on, man.
But yeah, it's been it's always been a decent homeless community. But yeah, it definitely seems like more. I'm seeing more, you know, tent cities or whatever you want to call them, where they're popping up randomly around the place, and it's even outside of Seattle. They're starting to, you know, go outside of Seattle, which is unusual.
Yeah, the Mercer Island, when we was rolling through there, I seen all them tents along that little corridor there. I was like, wow, that's, you know, that's not normal. That's not normal. And I'm looking at more, like I said, just around the area I be kind of traveling. I'm thinking to myself, it's like that. You go to these parks and they're sitting, chilling up in there. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, wow, where are they going? How many shelters these people actually making or have? You know, when you're discriminating too, that's a lot of things I see too. Even within that community, that's why we tend to, you know, it's certain things I think we're not paying attention to people, because I'm like, and I express this to everybody I know. It's like, we're not doing enough of this. We're not doing enough of getting at least our thoughts out to the people. Look, here's some energy that's being given.
People don't even know they have thoughts to release anyway.
For sure. And we so caught up in the illusion, you know, the football games, you know, these illusions that really don't have nothing to do with nothing. That's what tripped me out. It really don't have nothing to do with nothing. And we tend to focus all our energy on that. If it ain't football, it's basketball. If it ain't basketball, it's baseball. Whatever you want to go.
There's a time and a place for
know?
it, but yeah, when it's so like obsessive that it's like affecting your life in negative ways. Like, I mean, I'm a basketball fan and fan of the Dallas Mavericks, and it was like, I'm not like buying up gear and trying to find Dirk Nowitzki autographed jerseys at the expense of having a home or something.
No doubt.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I suppose, made a deal with the basketball gods for that championship back in 2011, but we won't talk about that.
Oh, man. But it is definitely some interesting things, even especially what I have noticed, just being in that position, being in a homeless, for example, not knowing where I'm going to go, you know. And that might sound pretty crazy, but at the same time, it makes sense in a society that doesn't. The society has changed. The energy of the people have changed. It's like things that were common are no longer common amongst the people. And it has been a cutoff. And it's pretty sad when we have cut compassion. We have cut honesty. We cut truth. We cut all these isms or whatever you want to call them. I don't know.
Well, and the sad thing is, it's not that we're waking up and doing it consciously.
Yes.
That is what the danger is that we are in such a state of, I think you used the word like in a coma the other day.
Yes,
That's kind of what we're in. We're just in this like zombie state. Yeah, we're waking up. We're doing what we need to do to like survive and stuff like that. Going to work and whatnot. But It's like there's not a lot of living going on.
No.
I mean, there's some, and it comes in patches. And there's some people out there right now that's probably like screaming at us, like, "Oh, but my whole life and community is great and great family life," and but that's not the norm anymore. I don't think so. I mean, it's this guy. I mean, it's.
It's test break. That's all. Test break.
It's only a serious conversation.
Yeah, no. But no, that's real though. That's real what you actually expressing, and that's the problem too, because like speaking to the young man, I was asking him, "What's real? You know, tell me what's real." You know what I'm saying? Because we always tend to have these fantasies, or we want to be like, you know, we want to be like these particular ideologies or icons or whatever you want to call them, or symbols, you know, symbols of what they so-called represent, but at the same time they're false, and we tend to fall into these stereotypes, and that's one of the things that we've been working here as bridging these gaps, you know, because a lot of us, we don't have the same description, we don't have the same wording or the understanding or meaning of the words, because you see what I'm saying?
So they've done a good job of
separation.
Making the words mean something different than their original
that's
intention.
A topic in itself. I mean, you know.
Oh, we could have a long list and like talk about certain words.
For sure.
And you'd be like, "Oh, it means that," and we'd be like, "No, it doesn't."
Yeah, because
it's been changed for the agenda.
Yeah, indeed.
It's another thing to separate us. It's going to be a common theme: is separation.
Yes.
And that's what the whole Restore Humanity is.
Exactly.
Everything that's happening is, you know, separate us from ourselves, separate us from our families, separate us from friends, from even strangers, just anybody.
For sure.
That's the goal.
Yeah, interrupt us. Just interrupting what we have going, the energy. You know, that's what I enjoy about the show, because we speak our ideas out loud, but we want to include you. So we want you to call in. We want you to email. We want you to. You got the numbers
comment
out
on
there.
The site, comment
everything.
On the YouTube.
You know, tell us what you think we could not necessarily improve on, but what would you? How about pay or volunteer or whatever it may be, so we can help each other. See what I'm saying? Because that's what I think is not doing. We're not doing that enough. Even I'm representing Cannabis Now magazine. You feel what I'm saying? At the same time, I'm like this. How can we reach out or touch each other, bring each other up? I'm not saying everybody's going to be qualified. You see what I'm saying? Everybody's not going to be qualified. But at the same time, it's an understanding what people are actually doing to get back to the people, to connect with the people. We're not doing that. I'm reading these publications and I'm wondering, what's up with the content? The content sound the same as High Times, or the same as Cannabis Now, or the same as 420 magazine, or any of these other. It just, and it's like, you know, cookie cutter crap. You see what I'm saying?
I said this the other day. It's like they have fallen into the mainstream media trap, where it's like they're all reporting the same stories or the same type of stories.
For sure.
Now, not exactly the same as they're, you know, literally not doing it word for word like, you know, mainstream media is, but still, it's like, what? Why would I buy this versus that when it's all the same?
And if you can't even use it, that's the whole point too. That's one of the things I want to achieve with this magazine. I want to put ads in there that's actually benefiting the people, doing something what you can use right now, right then, right there. You know what I'm saying? That, I think that's needed. That's what we got to come back to. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of going in these stores. It's the same situation, even with the homeless people. You get tired of sometimes, and I'm keeping it real with you, you get tired of them begging you for stuff too as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not saying, but the attitude now is like, you owe me something. That's the problem. That's what I'm saying. What's happening? We're separating from each other. Where I don't even talk to my brother. we're driving in the car. We're in the car for about 2 hours and we don't talk to each other. You know, that's something wrong with that. You see what I'm saying? Unless we just listening to a podcast or something, audio or something similar to that. Something we can...
We had that very test today.
Exactly.
And what did we do in the car? We talked to each other.
Something that's very...
We should have recorded it as a guerrilla podcast.
Sure.
But
that
you
would
know,
be nice.
that's the thing. I mean, that's basically what we are doing here is what we're doing all the time.
Yes.
Just shooting the shit and enjoying life or whatever.
Indeed.
Enjoying
the moment.
This is just us.
Yes.
That's what's great.
And that is awesome. That is awesome. And that's what we, like I keep saying time and time again, the whole point, we want to express the people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you might not can identify certain things with me. You might have a whole bunch in common with Jadon. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. But at the same time, we're like, how can we express you more? How can we get that connection back to the people where we can go into communities and literally change some communities? You know,
that's the power we have as people.
Exactly.
That's what they are afraid of.
You know, because
power.
And the networking. You know, as they see more networking, see more people getting on the shows, you know, and I'm hollering at you, Timothy Ferris, and you know, Joe Rogan and Jason Ferrugia, all you cats, man. You got so many people that look up to them brothers. I mean, just alone. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, y'all don't understand the influence. I mean, we can't touch everybody, right? I mean, to an extent. I mean, you can, but you don't know what you're doing.
Sure.
You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, and you can't help everybody. But the one thing I do understand is this. The people gotta want to help themselves. That's the one thing I'm not seeing going on too much anymore. You know what I'm saying? Especially from coming up in the 80s, growing up in the 80s, getting in the 90s, our little high school years. But you see a totally different, the 2000s, just as a whole different beast. I mean, literally, just a whole different ideology, separation. I don't care about you. Text you and talk crazy to you. Then when you see them, you don't even know how to talk. So,
it's true.
It's crazy, man. It's literally
more
crazy,
separation,
man. Yeah, and I don't. It's you know, the rudeness, you know, and like I said, we get that from the stimulation of the people, and that's why I'm kind of criticizing, not really criticizing, but getting down. I want to get more awareness for the homeless. You know, just, hey, look, all you personal trainers out there, personal coaches, or whatever you want to call yourselves, man, let's get in this community where we're actually giving back to the homeless. You know, you're giving socks, one of the main things they need, and bras. A sister was telling me about, you know, they need big sister bras up in there. Not just these little sisters. They need the big sister bras.
This is a hell of a conversation.
Yeah, no, but I'm just keeping it real
That's
with the
exactly,
people, man.
Exactly.
Keeping it real with the people, because it's so much we can be doing for the community, for the get together. And I can hear brothers right now just saying, nah, man, we can't get our own selves right? No, I can hear them now. I can hear floods of emails. Man, you talking crazy. And this is some real stuff. This is some real stuff that's actually going on in our communities, but we're not paying it no attention. And it's not getting the publicity I think it needs, or the awareness put out, you know, because we don't we haven't been seeing small impact journalism anymore. That old school, like back in the day, we could get a few magazines, and I don't even know if they still around, like the Feds magazine, you know, and this is more of underground stuff. You see what I'm saying? But stuff like that, you don't really hear about these particular magazines. Don't take me wrong, they got their publications, they got their, you know, subscriptions, crazy, boom, 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 but you don't see them in certain communities anymore, you know. So that's some of the things I'm like kind of wanting to work with, or get some ideas, or how we can be more part of the people, get part of the people, because we have the strength. We are the government. People, when you look at your particular documents of your state or whatever your case may be, look up what government means. I mean, we have, you see what I'm saying? There's certain things we have the power. The people have to, oh, now we gonna get probably kicked off YouTube and all of them. They gonna be like, these dudes, they setting up militias and they're getting their armies and they're getting ready. No, I'm glad, hey, this information is out there for all those. If we got so-called freedom of speech, so be it. We ain't doing nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? We ain't breaking nobody's laws. You see what I'm saying? So we got all this energy that we want to share that I think is needed to be shared, you know, at the same time kind of bringing back some awareness so we can start helping our fellow brother, our fellow sister.
It all comes back around that, you know, the separation, because it's people, and I fall for it. I mean, we all do, but we have been trained so well that we're in a fight with everybody else to the top. Like, there is a top, and we can get to it, and we must all play this game to get there.
Yeah.
And this guy is in the way.
Yes.
So, why do I want to help him for?
Yeah, you're right.
Because that is not helping me get to the top, the imaginary top of the mountain.
And it's funny you say that, because I'm just thinking about the illustration of how we promote the craziest videos. Think about this. We promote crazy ass videos that people be hurting themselves or anything like that, and it just blow up, go viral. But when you talking real talk, talking about subject matters that actually matters, you know what I'm saying? Certain things that we're seeing in our communities, and this is not just one community. Everybody's seeing this around the world. Literally, it's starting to be around the world. Remember the gun or the sound they heard around the world, the bullet that went around the world, whatever you want to wherever you want to put it. But my point is, it's interesting how all these different countries and all these different land masses are starting to feel the same way the so-called American.
It's our fault.
I'm telling you, man. It's definitely like I said, it's definitely some things we got to start paying attention to, you know. And then we wonder, I mean, even from our school systems, our jobs, you know, all these things are like, it's just a circle, right? It's a circle. And we're just going through it, and we're following the same movies, 1984, and all these different movies, zombies, Total Recall. Think about it, The Running Man. All these movies.
It's amazing. It makes you wonder at this point that all movies we see is just literally a prediction of the future, and we should not wonder that it's going to be that way, but because someone that's thought about it, we are going to become that way.
Yes.
Like,
and we have been.
We thought it was Idiocracy when it came out in 2006. 2006, which is still not that long ago.
No.
I think we all said in 2006, it's an hilarious movie, but this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, like I said, it's really crazy. It's really crazy. But at the same time, it's just about being as old man as we are, grumpy old men, we was called before. But the whole point is sharing these moments, kind of giving y'all some heads up on what we've been seeing throughout our particular communities. And we back down to about 1 minute now. But would there be any last words? It's on you, brother.
No.
You said no. No. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we down to the point.
Sign off or
but yeah, we don't even aim it. It's all good. It's all love. I just want people to know, how thankful we are for you to
keep following us. We're gonna make things happen.
Yeah, because we're doing it, and it's thanks to you guys, man, because y'all out there making it happen. And it's about getting more involved. Really, it's really about getting more involved, and that could be whatever way you contribute, as far as I'm
Twitter, Facebook,
Instagram,
YouTube, the magazine, Instagram, smoke signals, snail mail, boats, planes.
Yeah, we can use a private jet because we're gonna be flying a lot of places.
Well, at least in our heads. Flying high.
God, man.
And with that,
it's all good.
that's the Konsider Show.
Yes.